Hey, yo, what up? This your boy JGivens, Las Vegas, Nevada, Humble Beach. You're watching Mwendo Radio, Backstage, Legacy Conference. Peace.
DJ Mwendo, of course. JGivens is here. We're live at Legacy. Let's talk about the same team situation for a minute, bro. Do you? Because we've had conversations internally with our team, and we've debated about whether or not we really truly are on the same team in this community. Mm-hmm. I just want your thoughts on that, man. Do you think we are on the same team?
We as in like, you mean like just Christians?
Christians and subset Christian hip hop.
Okay, community. So like subset Christian hip hop community being artists, viewers. Okay.
See, it's weird though, because you do have the artists, you have the media, you have the DJs, you have like all of these. So
now I understand better.
So,
okay. I would say that I mean even the line like in the single Ignorantro when I said same team, verily, verily, for the direction, and then not necessarily with the craft, like that was depicting the fact that, like, to answer your question, are we on the same team? Yes. Now, what do those expectations for each team member? How are they? What are they? And I think one thing that allows us to say that we're not on the same team is because, unbeknownst to each of us, we have different expectations of each other. And if we were to just sit back and articulate those expectations, or not in a pessimistic sense, but lower our expectations of, like, lower my expectations of what you need to do for me, and just keep it simple, then I think that more of us will be more excited about the team that we're on.
So we have unfair and unreasonable expectations.
Not unfair and unreasonable. I would say we have that's not even a word. Uncommunicated. They're not communicated. I think that poorly communicated. If we communicate our expectations with each other, then I can hold you accountable. And on your end, you can hold yourself accountable to say, make sure I'm serving my brother. He said he needed this from me. Let me make sure I can give this to him. Or communicate, I can't give that to you.
Yep. And
so that's helped me personally in the whole same team thing, is you just know what to expect from people.
Yeah.
And if you want more, you expect more. I'm not married. So I know, like my married friends, that's something that, I've learned that's what's going to keep a marriage together, is communicating expectations.
Absolutely.
And as the body of Christ, like we're married to Christ being his bride. So we communicate. And then in a body, like, that's relationship, like we communicate expectations to each other. So
yeah. What are some of those expectations that you think we may, without getting, you don't have to get in specifics, like this artist expects this from, you know what I'm saying?
I could say that, like, just elephant in the room, maybe on the same team thing with artists. Artists have a lot of expectations of people that should and how they should support them.
Tweet my album.
Right. Listen to my album. Like, yo, you didn't even shout me out. And I'm being straight up, not on like shooting at nobody. Yeah. These are expectations that I had to deal with coming up too. Yeah. So this is all of us. But I've had people give me gifts like, here's this shirt. And I'm like, thanks for the shirt. Yo, you didn't put it on Instagram. And it's like, well, I don't want to get mad at your posture and that. We're not even gonna go there. But like, yo, you didn't ask me to when you gave me the shirt. So yeah. It's like,
what's interesting about that, man. When this whole Meek Mill and Drake thing happened the other day.
All right. Because I missed it, but I caught up on Black Twitter that morning.
Oh, my goodness, bro. It was crazy.
And educated I, Thomas, and Brian on what Black Twitter was, because they thought it was a hashtag. Is it a hashtag? I'm like, does the Black neighborhood say, like, Black neighborhood on it? No.
So when that happened, and one of the things Meek was saying was, he didn't tweet my album because we found out he wasn't writing his rhymes. Right. Everybody focused on the writing the rhymes part. And like, as a old school hip hop fan, I'm like, that's a no-no. Like, you write your rhymes.
Right.
Like, I can understand somebody might write your hook, whatever, that happens. But the rhymes, you got to write the rhymes.
Right.
Now, the part that got me though, I was like, yo, these dudes at this level is still tripping about somebody not tweeting the album. That blew me, bruh.
And it's a part of it's a like a social media cosigns and social media support. That is a form of currency right now. You know, like pay by tweet or whatever, the little apps.
Yeah.
That's currency.
Yeah.
And so like for him to even say that is just like he showed some sort of like insecurity in the fact
Very
like
much
he
so.
didn't even support the album. I put him on this track for a certain reason so he would tweet my album so I would sell more. And it's like, yeah. All right. I mean, I listen to Apple Music to the album. You know? Period.
I think this the other thing too that artists have to realize is people have different reasons for not tweeting the album.
Yeah.
One, certain people, listen, man, if you tweeted everybody's album that you're associated with, that you're cool with, all you would do is tweet albums all day.
And then we would be Mwendo Radio instead of an artist like that has his own stuff to put. Like, you know what I mean? like I'm not a magazine.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
But and all of that though, like,
and it devalues. Like, let's just be honest, it devalues your brand.
Yeah.
Because your fans, part of what they like about you is there's a cool factor. This is any artist, any public person. So it's like if you start tweeting stuff that you really don't dig, but it's like, yo, that's my man, I gotta support him. That waters your brand down. Cause your fans tune into that and they like, that was kind of whack. Why is Jay supporting that?
Yeah. And I mean, and like even artistically, like on my Instagram grid, I want it to look a certain way. Yeah. You know, just for
you're
me,
very
for that.
intentional about that.
Yeah. It's like the colors and the tones.
Yeah.
They do. That's my little thing. It ain't for nobody, but I like photography. And so, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that can be alleviated though with like expectations. I can't get mad at nobody that. If you like, I'm saying like, say John, for example, John Gives like, yo, hey, put this up. Like, we finna be on this. Like, can you put this up on your Instagram tomorrow? Cool. If I don't do it, he gonna be like, dude, like, I thought you was gonna put it on because I wasn't a man of my word. And if I do it and delete it, he gonna be like, okay, he put it up, but I know he wanted his Instagram to be a certain way, so boom, and we keep moving. We just got to communicate our expectations to people.
That's good. And I think I fall into this is you want to be helpful to everybody. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes when people do communicate to you, you can't say yes to everything. If you just can't do it.
If you can't do it, you can't do it.
You can't do it. Or if you don't want to do it, you're like, hey man, I'm not.
And we got to accept no's. Like, understand why someone is saying no. Or, cool, like you just said no. Well, why? Maybe I don't need to ask you why. Maybe you're a grown man and the no is your no. And it's all right. I respect that. You know, so
it's good, man. It's good.